And
rules.
good evening, everyone, and welcome to today's session of the Adventurers Academy. Last we left off, our adventurers have decided to begin the loading process for their vessel, the Arianas, and start getting ready to set sail towards Peorm in an effort to unload the first of the cargo they have, hopefully to make a little bit of money and to see where the adventure takes them from there. They managed to gather several NPCs or several other individuals for skilled hands within the port city of Sans. They were able to find a. Where's my list go? Because I have it. They were able to find a bosun, carpenter. They made acquaintances with a Colodo. Thanks for the host show. Who happens to be a master gunner. And they also greeted their new quartermaster or navigator, who's only temporarily going to be with them, Sauron. Sauron was able to make a deal with a contact of theirs in Peorm in order to sell their current cargo of fish. So with that, hold on, my thing's messing up. Let me double check something. That should be the right box now. There we go. They were able to sell, or hopefully going to be able to make their way up the few-day travel up the coast of the nation of Peorm and unload their goods within the city of Peorm. It's a little confusing, even to me as the dungeon master. My name is Vindy. Once again, I am your dungeon master for this evening, and join us as our adventurers wake up in their quarters to a new morning with fairly nice, fairly clear sky, the occasional cloud coming through. It's just after sunrise, and as you all slowly come to within the captain's quarters of the Arianas, with Arrakis in the bed, and Ice and Avram having set up supposedly hammocks, presumably hammocks within the area. So, adventurers, what are you doing? Hello and welcome, Mr.
Well, that was an adventure.
Flintock.
That was a heck of an adventure.
Uh-oh.
That's what happens when you wake up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about my my technical inability.
That's okay. Okay.
I did start at 20 to 8 tonight. 20 to 8 I started booting into this thing.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, let me, what are you all doing? Flintock, I do assume that you have slept in the galley, as that's where you have decided to make your...
Great assumption. All right, I'll go with that.
How's everybody feel today?
I don't know. You tell us.
I'm feeling okay. How are you, Adam?
That ring's still stuck.
I'll try it. Does it move?
No.
No. Still stuck. You have any ideas?
Got any ideas?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, besides cutting my finger off.
well, I don't know. The smart move would have been to be sure of what you use, but hey, what wisdom do I know?
Oh, we're past that now.
Oh yeah.
How you doing today, Adam?
I think the rogue's still passed out.
Well, we figure out what we're going to do about this ring. What all do we have to do? We have to figure out who's going to be quartermaster, basically, like the understudy from Thailand, right?
Yeah, we need an accountant on the vessel. We can figure that. We got a couple days to figure that out, and then
Are we almost ready to ship off, I'm assuming? Any other loading that needs to be done?
no. I mean, Mindy, remind me, they were all unloading overnight, correct?
They have started the loading process, correct?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because
So-
once they start that, I think we're on a timer anyway for the ice and whatever else that's going in the hull. So
We are.
once that gets
We've got to
started-
make a beeline to Peorm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long? Go ahead,
Go ahead,
Captain.
Evan.
Go ahead, Captain.
I was just going to say, Ice, do you want to see if Clovo needs anything, or check in with Sauron to see how long this is going to take?
Yeah, sure. I can go check on, the unload. Do I really gotta move out the drow? She weirds me the hell out, and I'm weird.
I thought you guys were hitting it off pretty well.
No. Don't pat me on that thing. No.
What I miss? What I
I'm
miss?
interested in you.
So,
I'm
Flintock.
just gonna walk away.
Okay. Flintock, you have awoken to a new day in the galley.
No, I mean, what did I miss with Lucky and his new girlfriend? What I miss there?
Our drow gunner apparently has I don't know if she wants a throw blanket or you know what? I don't want to know what she wants. I'm just creeped out by the fact that she's got this thing that clops around behind her that's got spider legs and a giant, some type of cannon attached to it.
Oh,
What's wrong
crap.
with
Who
that?
hired her? Who hired her?
Technically, we did.
Oh, okay.
You can blame me. You can blame me.
Just so,
I'm happy to have hired
just
her.
so you, just so you know, she comes with the full knowledge of the headmaster. When I talked to him, he knew of her. He knew her. So,
Interesting.
so that he.
So is that why our
got
quartermaster is no longer going to be staying
Exactly.
with us?
Exactly. All right.
Oh, that's fun times.
All right, I'll be quiet and just try to blend in here.
By the
Carry
way,
on.
they speak. Wait, remind. Stupid out of game question. Did I speak celestial or abyssal to her last time?
Celestial.
That's a good question.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and I'll just point out before I walk out to go check out something. Like, oh yeah, by the way, she understands celestial for the record, and I'll just pat out.
You think she only understands celestial?
No, but check it on the list of languages she understands, just in case somebody thought they're going to be slick.
You don't think someone like that has some sort of device that allows them to comprehend pretty much any language that's out there?
Probably, but for the record, this is what I know. So now you guys know, and if sharing is caring.
And let's share it up. share the other ones. She understands Undercommon. She understands Thieves' Cant. She understands Common. Probably understands a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, well, Undercommon I would have guessed being Drow, but that's about as far as I know about them, other than they don't like bright light. She can see in the dark, so me and her have that in common. And then...
Well, while you're making friends, make it a little bit nicer. Could you maybe just ask and see if she happens to know any way to make some kind of potion, enchantment, something that makes us, maybe float in the water a little bit better, since we're going on be on a ship for a while?
Just look at you like, yeah, I'll get right on that. Cause
that may be helpful for me, but all of this as well, just in case shit goes down.
Yeah, I'm not exactly a fan of water. So, all right, cool.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Don't mind being pimped out. I just walk out of the room.
Okay.
I will turn to my chest. I'm going to grab the manacles that I stole last night.
Okay.
And I'll go, Avram, listen, I know you said you don't trust me. Or I know you said you don't believe me.
No, I don't trust you with that ring
I need
on.
you to trust me.
Don't trust you with that ring on.
You don't have to believe me with the ring on, but I'm asking you to trust me.
I will. What did you take out of the locker?
This. So let me ask you. I'm not being compelled to murder anyone right now, so obviously when I stole this at work, doesn't matter if it's in Lilith's chest or my chest. Here. You want to come back in? Go right ahead.
You don't really care that much. I just wanted to know that I just wanted to make sure that I saw what I saw.
That's fine. Listen, we have to figure out a way to get this ring off. I understand that. If you have any ideas, I'm all for it.
Put the ring off?
Yes.
I need to see some sort of wizard, mage, something that's going to be able to displace the magic on that. In all honesty, I don't think we need to necessarily get rid of the value of the ring. I think we need to get rid of the curse on the ring. You can have whatever is on there.
Yeah, I don't need to be deceptive. I'd be more than happy to give it to you. We just need to get the curse off, okay? But until then, don't believe me. Just trust me, okay?
I Capitan.
You what?
I Capitan.
All right. I'm going to start heading out the door. And I'm going to grapple Avram.
Okay.
What do I roll?
Grapple? Athletics.
Yes.
Are you resisting, Avram?
I completely shut up. I missed that. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah. Surprise.
Are,
walking out the door.
are you resisting Arrakis trying to grapple you?
Is there any freaking? Can I like try to like just? Can I have more nimbility than he does?
You can resist. That's absolutely an option. Or you can go with it. That's up to you.
Does it got some KY too while I was at it?
That's how I got my wife. Just go with it. Just go with it.
Oh, that's on the internet forever.
God almighty. I'm gonna take a freaking leap of faith here. You're resisting.
So make a straight athletics check, Avram or Arrakis.
9. Unless I get advantage for surprise attack or something.
No. 9. Okay. You do lunge for Avram to grapple him. It is by no means elegant. It is much less a grapple, more than you trip and fall into him and successfully grapple him and pin him to the floor.
Whew. All right. I'm going to. Yeah. I'm going to pop my longsword out. And I'm going to say, with my ring, Ice, I need you to give me 1 gold, otherwise I'm going to slice up Avram.
You can probably this message. I'm gonna stop. I'm guessing I'm probably got midway across the deck and wait.
Pretty much, yes.
Do I turn around and see this?
Make a perception check.
I'm assuming the door's still open.
Make a
Yeah, I didn't
perception
go
check.
out of close it.
14.
You turn around as soon as he says that, and you see Arrakis currently pinning Avram to the ground with a sword. Well, he's pinning Avram to the ground and has a sword in his hand, but it's not at his throat yet.
1 gold? Seriously?
Ice. You don't have to believe me. Just trust me. I need a gold, otherwise I'm going to slice him up.
How much do I like this guy again? I'm gonna slowly walk back to the room, like, be like, message me like, 1 moment, and walk back in there. So I'm close enough, within range to size up exactly what I'm dealing with.
Okay.
And just look at, oh, am I within? Oh, do I want to do this like this or? Yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm just gonna be like, yeah. I'm getting paid for this, by the way. As I look at the rogue, and I'll throw 1 gold and be like, "This is the most ridiculous. We need to find a licensed cleric," and that's all I say as I walk back out of the room.
Okay.
I'll withdraw my sword, pick up the
I'll say,
gold, put it in my pocket. Avram, I'm sorry. Don't believe me, just trust me. Let's get it going today.
Let me go to Dutch.
Who are you assigning to be the assistant to the quartermaster?
I was thinking you was my thoughts, if you're open to it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry that I had to go that way. I'm hoping that satisfies the ring. I figure kidnapping is a felony.
It's extortion, but that's besides the point.
Okay, same thing.
Okay.
Maybe I get 2 for
So,
1.
I now have a question as the DM. Had Ice not given you the gold, were you going to slit his throat?
I was going to stab him.
He said cut him, not kill him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it said slice him up.
Okay. That's all. Flintock, what are you doing? I assume you are down in the
I'm trying
kitchen.
to figure out. Yeah. I don't know. I'm in a fog trying to catch up on everything here. Probably. What time of day is it?
It is morning.
Morning?
Or
Okay,
you,
I'll
I
set
should say,
the-
you would assume it is morning based on you having just
Yeah.
woken up, but you haven't seen sunlight yet. So You're still in
Well-
the lower deck of the ship.
I will probably start preparing breakfast for a complement of how many?
Yeah.
5
15?
crew.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So
I'm
I
gonna
need.
pull out- Go ahead.
Are you? You are not yet proficient with your cook's utensils because you haven't finished that book. So
Well, I'll take my best shot at it.
Okay.
Let me know if I.
go
Yeah.
ahead and make a. That's a bit interesting. Make a Constitution check.
Constitution.
Yes.
Let me see what that is.
Actually, no. Make a
Oh.
Dexterity check.
Oh, I have +3 on Constitution. I only
Yeah,
have
this is
+1
more
on
dexterity than anything else.
Well, don't
Oh,
forget,
yeah.
I've tasted a lot of food and enjoyed it.
Well, I understand, but
I got a 9 +1. I got a 10.
okay. You think you have made a passable meal?
All right.
Yeah,
We're
you
all gonna
think,
get something else.
you think you have made a passable meal. And upon cooking your breakfast, you can see several of the ship's crew start to gather around.
All right.
It
Do I
appears
gotta
that they're
serve
not
too, or
about
do
to
I have
pass
a
up.
helper?
No, there's no helper.
All right. I'll start slopping it onto the plates and putting them out then.
Okay.
And say, grab a plate. Grab a plate, everybody. Stick in till you stick out.
Could be interesting.
All right. So we're all eating.
Well, you all have no idea this is happening.
Oh,
You're on the main deck. He's down below making breakfast for everybody.
With whatever limited crew is there. Do I have any horn or triangle to let everybody on the ship know that breakfast is ready?
I think hell, a pot with a spoon will do it.
Or just word of mouth?
Make an intelligence check.
All right, let me double check my card here. All right, +2 on that. I'm a pretty smart fella. Ooh, 5, 7.
You struggle for a bit to kind of figure out a way to make an adequate noise to alert the rest of the ship that food's ready. So you just kind of end up yelling.
Okay.
So what do you yell?
Come and get it!
Okay. Avram, Arrakis, and Ice. Go ahead and make a perception check.
natural 20, 21.
Okay. 6.
Yep.
Are we making a perception check?
I'm on
Yes.
the main deck, dealing with the cargo coming in and out. I don't probably hear squad up there.
That's a good old 8.
8. Okay, so Arrakis, you do hear Flintock holler about food.
Come and get it!
And Arrakis, or I'm sorry, Ice, you don't hear him over watching the cargo, watching all of the fish get lowered slowly into the hold.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty focused on making sure they're actually doing their jobs, not just staring at fish.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, you're so focused on it, you don't hear Clodos come up behind you. Good morning, Ice. Did you have you had time to play with that toy I gave you?
Other than the fact that my tail went straight up when she says that, you're like, that's unnerving. Is that what that feels like? No.
Well, I bet I can put that tail to good use.
My ears just fold back on my head and be like, oh my god. I'm like, I left the monastery for this. Like,
But
yeah, we'll get.
but your dwarf friend is hollering about breakfast. Come, let's see if he makes at least passable meals.
Yeah. Got any potions of cure light wounds? We're gonna need it. And just can't start,
I'm not an alchemist. I'm a inventor.
Awesome. Okay, well, I'm gonna double check with the. What the hell was that ID tag? Stevedores, main dude. I'm using stuff from like long ago deployments we've been through.
The dock hands?
Yeah,
The dock master?
Yeah, no, it's not the dock master. Whoever's the main guy in charge of unload.
Oh, yeah, that'd just be a freaking dock hand.
Yeah, just be like
foreman, probably.
yeah.
Okay.
Make sure the foreman's there. Make sure at least he's paying attention. Like, and I'll mention something to him. Be like, they're cycling food. Hopefully if we haven't got extra, we'll make sure some comes up to you guys too.
I much appreciate that. My guys don't typically eat chips food, but I'll take whatever you have left. And the guy looks like, he appears to be a human male, late 50s,
Yeah, well,
grizzled.
Typical.
Looks like he's been working on ships and on the docks his entire life.
Like I said, always tip your weight step. All right, cool. And I'll go proceed.
Okay. So
Like-
you and Cloda.
The drow's in front of me. I'm just kind of like not.
Oh,
being in front of
she'd already started to go downstairs.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I don't need her behind me.
Okay. Arrakis and Avram, what are you all doing?
I would say, hey, Avram, I think breakfast is ready. Do you want to go get something to eat?
Yep. I'll go talk to the quartermaster about turning the ropes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So you all make your way down. You have to kind of meander through the hold to get to the galley area in the ship's mess. It is getting stuffed with fish and ice, but they have kind of left a path at least along the side that you're able to navigate along. Not necessarily the most enjoyable path, but you're able to make it up there. You enter and you see Flintock currently shoveling out some type of broth.
Broth with potato and carrots in it.
Sure. So those two looks like they just stepped away. So okay. There we go. There's one back. There's two back. Okay. So yeah, you all are able to make your way out there and not out there, but make your way into the ship or into the ship's mess. So what all are you doing?
No, I had a little one. All right, so we're in the galley.
Yep.
I see the plate of food. Does it appear to be edible?
You think so?
Yeah. I'll grab a plate. Is there at least food? Is there fruit on the plate? Or is it whatever he's concocted?
There's
I'm
no
not
fruit.
really sure of
There's
the
no fruit
inventory
on the
yet.
plate. There is some fruit in the galley, but there's none currently on your plate. He kind of just sloshed a funnel.
Hash. Little vegetable hash.
Yeah,
But
pretty much.
I'll keep a bowl of apples out on the counter.
Yeah, I'll grab an apple along with the plate and sit down. But I'm going to do what little kids do and push the food around with my fork while paying attention to everyone else and all the other crews
Okay.
and see if they're actually eating it.
Make a perception check.
18.
You look around and you see most of the ship hands eating it. The ship's crew seems to be eating it. They're not digging in by any means, but they're not retching when they eat it. You do notice that Ecloda and Salaron are much more picking at it than anything else, and they seem to be more content with the apples.
Yeah, okay. I'm sticking with the fruit. If we had a ship's mascot, I'd be like, whoop. Just say it.
Okay.
Give me a break, boys. I'm only halfway through my book.
No judging.
I will say at this point, yeah, you've got about 16 hours left to read. So I'm just going to assume that's what you were doing in your downtime while they were doing everything else to get the ship ready.
Okay. Probably was.
So, Arrakis, Avro.
I think it's delicious.
Yeah, I'll eat. I'll grab a plate, grab some fruit.
Okay.
Here.
Okay. You both eat. You don't feel sick. It doesn't feel like it's going to make you throw up or there's food poisoning or anything. It is very, very bland.
A little salt maybe would help.
Noted.
I'll whisper. I don't think salt's gonna fix that.
So, how are we doing today? Are we all on task?
So far, so good. I'll just look back at the plate. Yeah, I might go to the stall on town to buy the onloader guys some snacks compared to the options. But moving on.
Gotcha. So Adam's going to learn about being a quartermaster.
Cool.
I'm just assuming that you're looking to be master gunner. Like learn that because you're spending a lot of time underneath of Cobra.
She's the expert. By all means, she is the expert.
And
I am better.
you see as he points over towards her, most of the other people at her table seem a little awkward.
Tense?
Yeah, it very much seems like she's the one that's taking a joke way too far with people she has never met before. You know, that level of awkward, like.
Mm-hmm. I'll mouth the words, she's handsy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, just be like, but I think she's worth what we paid for. How about that? So
I think so too.
So I hope we don't. I'm like, are lawsuits a thing in the sport? I'm not sure.
Anyone else? I know we're going to be on the ship for a little while. Anyone else have ideas of the jobs that they want to kind of understudy so we can kind of learn what the heck we're doing?
I mean, I'll work with the navigator.
Okay.
Just because, yeah, I'm pretty good at that and history, so
Okay.
kind of hand in hand.
Yeah, I'll probably. I'm trying to think of what's more important: the bosun or the carpenter. One's fixing the ship. One's making sure all the lines are good.
I'd say I would suggest bosun, and for the position you've been given, this way you can dictate what needs to get done. Repairman jobs, that's like way after combat, like when we actually have time. I don't think that's something we can do on the fly.
All right. Sounds good. I will talk to.
Lucky, make a
Colin?
intelligence check.
18.
You do remember that you've sailed a decent amount having to get to Perm. You have seen carpenters performing repairs underway, but not necessarily major repairs.
Yeah. And I'll relay that it's normally like hardcore, like emergency, like holy crap, we're in combat type stuff. I don't think they can do that because of the way the boats work in the water. I know they can fix minor stuff and create minor stuff with as long as they got resources, but no, I don't think much else.
Okay. All right, I'll talk to Kali. Wait, no, Kali's the navigator. I'm sorry. Is it Bumag? Bumag? I forget the name. The boatswain.
Okay.
Umag.
Bumag. Yeah. All right. And Flintock, I'm assuming you're just going to make this food just miraculous and some good stuff. So.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. It's going to take some time, I'm sure. All right, anything else we need to do today before we get all loaded up and head out?
I don't foresee much of it, but all I know is that once they complete the onload, we're going to have to get out of here.
Yeah, Mom.
Have you talked to Clodagh about the water?
She, between avoiding being skinned, I'm going to just say, here's my ears flip back on my head again. I'm going to state that she mentioned she's not an alchemist, so she doesn't do potions because I asked her for stuff for cure light wounds.
Okay.
I'll reapproach it again and ask, is there maybe she can craft something with her skill set, but that's going to cost you. My eyes just narrow at him.
Gotcha. Do you think there's anyone in this town who may have that skill set? Or should we ask the mayor?
Again, yeah, I'll just look at him and be like, we've been around town. I don't think there's much here. Yeah, we've got a better chance in Peorm.
Okay.
At least I believe we might have better luck in Peorm.
All right. And my last point of business is, has anyone thought of any other ideas to try and get this ring off before we get to Peorm? Because it's going to be a long couple days if I have to keep doing felonies.
I got an idea. Flop back out.
Okay. I get that. Anything else?
I'll let you know, and then I'll get up and promptly go back up to the outside.
Okay.
Is this conversation just the two of them, or is it out in the open?
Yeah, I'm well at the table.
We're all together, other than the drow freaking out the crew on the other side of the room.
I could try and could see if there's any way of picking it off your finger.
Sure. I trust you. I'll put my hand down. Do you have your stuff, or is it back in the quarters?
Do you have your thieves' tools with you, Avram?
Yes.
Go ahead and make a dexterity check with proficiency.
Testing 1, 2. Can you guys hear me?
I can.
Now I can.
Remember, there's lots
20.
of butter and oil in the galley.
You work at it for quite a while. Well, several minutes, but it ain't budging. That ring is not moving. You can spin it freely,
It'd be very-
but it refuses to move any further forward towards the tip of his finger.
I think we need somebody that can go ahead and place this off your finger.
All right. So listen,
Whatever ball comes to play.
I have an idea, but I really don't want to do it myself because one, I already talked to him, and two, I'm a little embarrassed to try and tell the headmaster that I put a ring on my finger. I can't get it off. Anyone want to ask him if he has the ability to take a curse ring off?
For it.
Am I privy to this conversation, or am I in the galley?
Nah,
You're all everyone
Oh,
but
yeah.
Ice is in the galley.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You guys
So-
want to try some butter or oil?
Maybe a little bit past that if, picking it off won't do it.
So you want me to use my ring and ask the headmaster back at the academy how to get a ring stuck on a finger off?
If you'd be so kind, see if he knows how to get a cursed ring off.
Okay. Headmaster, come in. Headmaster, come in.
Yes, Mr. Flintock. How may I help you?
Have you ever heard of a magical ring getting stuck on a finger? I'm asking for a friend.
There are many reasons a magical item may not want to come off of a person. Normally, it's because of some type of curse.
So, would you recommend any general type of thing we could do to try and get a cursed ring off?
Find somebody that has the remove curse spell.
Okay. I'm not going to mention any names, but I appreciate the help. Flintock, over and out. All right. All right, boys. He says we got to find somebody who knows how to remove a curse. He says you probably got a curse ring on your finger.
We know that. Does he have a remove curse spell?
Well, I don't think it works long distance through the rings. Wouldn't that be something? Rings to get rid of a ring.
Yeah, but he also poofs in and poofs out. So, it's just a thought.
And you could also say, "Hey, I put a cursed ring on my finger. Can you poof here to get the ring off my finger?"
All right. Headmaster, pardon me one more time.
Yes, Mr. Rocket.
It was me. I put the curse ring on my finger.
Why would you put a magic item on that you haven't identified?
I was really excited. Thought it'd be kind of cool. It didn't turn out so well.
So split from me
I think
doing
I
that.
definitely learned my lesson. But it's from when it was identified. I have to commit a felony every day. Otherwise, I may have to murder someone. And I'm really trying to not murder any of my friends. Do you happen to have the remove curse spell?
I do not have a remove curse spell. I would recommend not getting caught until you are able to get the curse removed.
That's what I'm trying to do. Do you know anyone in Peorm who would have that kind of ability? Any contact?
There are several in Peorm. I would recommend visiting a establishment called Arcane Infinity.
Do you know which section of Peorm, which section it's in?
I do.
Which district?
It is in.
We already tried
It
butter.
is in the East District.
All right. Thank you very much.
Until
I
then,
do appreciate that.
Well, but I'm going to speak to everybody now. Doesn't this bring up a new problem for us? Our paladin's got to commit a felony every day, or he's going to murder one of us.
Well, it
I
doesn't.
think we should.
He can continue. He can continue to just steal things out of people's lockers and be fine with that. Apparently,
Is that a felony?
thievery.
All right.
It was last night.
So nobody wants to tie him up or anything? Just for the safety of the crew until we get to where we're going?
My fear with
Good
that.
idea.
My fear with that, and maybe is the headmaster still on the call on the ring call? my fear with that is if I don't do it, I'll be compelled to do something, and I don't know if tying me up will work.
All right. So we got to let him be free to do his little petty things, otherwise he might do a big thing.
Yeah, like taking a sword out and making me feel like I'm going to get carved up into, sliced turkey here.
Yeah,
And
yeah, those kind of things. I really am sorry, but
I know
it's
you
what I came
are.
up with.
I'm fine with that.
well, at least we're aware of it.
Yeah.
I'll try
I would
and help.
say
I'll try and help you find things to steal.
let's just be hey, that's a great idea. Let's just be a racketeering crime syndicate, and we'll all help you commit a felony every day.
But the only issue is we're going to be on the boat on the ship.
Right, so
So-
we'll just take these wonderful little 5 copper a day runs, and we'll steal something out of their little knapsacks back there.
I'll do my best. Like I said earlier, you don't have to believe me because this ring helps me deceive people. But just trust me, I'm trying my best.
We should put him in charge of security.
Yes, give me more power.
Well, this is going to be a fun trip.
Make you the head of the crime syndicate.
So,
Seriously, we make you the head of the crime syndicate. Give orders to steal things. We take care of it for you, and then therefore you're the head of the racketeering, committing felonies without actually committing felonies. Just ordering us to commit felonies.
all right. I mean, if you guys are okay with that, we can try it tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm okay today. Because what happened?
This conversation.
You went topside.
What's that?
You said you'd went topside.
Yeah, I know.
I
Like,
thought-
I'm not part of this conversation.
You're
I
not.
thought Quintet was calling everyone.
I
Ice.
already got off the table a while ago.
Ice, as you're, we'll say, overseeing the cargo being loaded, I assume that's what you're doing while you're doing your morning exercises.
Yep.
The dockhand does approach you. You see most of them pretty much getting off the ship. Well, we've got you loaded up. When do y'all plan on casting off?
Well, if you guys are fully loaded on, we should be departing then shortly to make best use of the time and the effort you've all put in.
Alright. Well, if you need help with the lines, let us know. Otherwise, we'll leave you to it.
I'd say, yeah, give us a little bit to get off the lines, and I'll turn around and start heading kind of downstairs, but I'll activate the ring and go, can I send everyone at the same time, like group chat, or
Yes.
just one at a time?
Yeah, you can group chat.
Group chat, I'll double click the walkie-talkie and What's the old Nextel beep sound? And got everyone. Yeah. And let everyone know that, hey, unload's complete. We're ready to rock and roll whenever, and I highly suggest we get moving.
Agreed.
So,
We got ICQ rings. Awesome.
man, you just dated us. Seriously.
Yep.
I haven't heard that in.
Kids listen to the stream are like, what's ICQ?
I don't mind. That's a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some kid born in 2000 has no idea what ICQ is.
Yeah. Okay. So,
All right.
now what are you all doing?
No. I sent
I'm-
the message, so.
I
I'm
am
gonna
going
clean
to
up-
go talk to the court master.
Okay. So
I'm
you
cleaning up the
approach Sauron. He's still eating.
Finger food.
Not
He likes it.
particularly.
Well, good news is you'll only be here a short while, so you're not going to have to deal with it much longer.
Yes, I do feel sorry for you all.
The travels we lead and the plight that we have put ourselves in. That's fine.
Really?
I am your apprentice, sir.
So, you are wanting to learn the ins and outs of quartermastering. Okay. Very well. Tell me, do you know when we are getting underway?
Partly, I believe. Is anybody else here, or is it just the two of us?
No, there's Sauron's there. You do see. You would see Umag. You would see Eklodo, and also Kali.
None of my crew.
Umag, Eklodo, and Kali are of your crew.
No. I mean my
Not at this table.
my yes. Use the ring. Hey, anybody know when we're leaving?
I
I'll
just know soon.
respond back
soon.
to it. As soon as you want to cast the lines off, we can get out of here.
Captain?
I believe we're having an issue connecting to his link.
Yeah, he the captain currently appears to be a little indisposed. That's okay. Well, if we're
So let's say
beginning
shortly.
shortly, very well. One of the prime duties that we need to do is ensure that we have the proper materials on board to last us through the journey. Now, the journey to Peorm is about a 4-day journey, but with this class of vessel, if given average winds.
I'm going to take inventory of the galley supplies.
Okay. What's up, Drew? Go ahead and make an investigation check.
We're all gonna die now.
Who? Me or all
You.
of us?
Yeah, you're doing an inventory of the kitchen, of the galley.
Okay. All right.
As a sailor, I am
Yeah, get
appalled
my-
at my lack of being able to say the right term.
Let me get my. What am I doing? Investigation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got nothing on that. Okay. It's just going to be the roll. 12.
Okay, you do see that there is what would be considered mediocre food on board, but there is enough food on board to last currently about 2 weeks. Well, about a week with the amount of crew.
Okay, awesome. I will start stowing it away.
It's pretty much already stowed.
Okay. What kind of day is it today, by the way? Is it a beautiful day out there, a sunny day? I've been down here. Anybody?
It's nice. Well, I don't know. He's not there. I'm not there to answer.
Yeah. Okay. Here,
Okay,
Clodo. Clodo kind of.
Let me say it in.
So,
Go ahead.
Flintock, you see this very light gray skin, silver hair, feminine figure walk up towards you. It's a wonderful morning. Tell me, why are you scaring yourself away down here? Such a hill dwarf like yourself.
Well, I am currently providing excellent cuisine for the crew, and now that I have cleaned up and put everything away, I was thinking of taking my book and going topside and reading if it was a nice day.
It's a very nice day outside, but I wouldn't call your cuisine excellent. It was passable. I bet you could find a nice hammock, maybe in my quarters.
You see this book? It's only half read. If you want better cuisine, you better let me finish it. I'm going to go upside for now.
By all means.
And
so her quarter, just so you know, because you weren't here last week, her quarters is in the port forecastle cabin.
okay. Now, is she dwarf at any? Does she look dwarf at all in any way, shape, or form?
He's drow.
Make a history
She's drow?
check. Make a history check.
13.
She is in fact a drow.
Okay, well, then I would have no interest in her at all. So I would just shrug her off and go up top to read my book.
Okay, so as you make your way up top, go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, that's a good one. I get +5 on perception. For 19. That's my best roll
Okay.
today.
You can see a lot of the ship's crew starting to scatter around. It seems word's gotten out that the ship is about to get underway. Now, when you do look forward towards the forecastle, you do see one door that is no longer wooden in pretty much any way, shape, or form. It appears to be made of some type of metal, and that is on the port forecastle cabin. You also see, kind of just hanging around outside of the forecastle, an extra cannon.
Huh. Okay. I might be a little curious about it, but not curious enough not to find a nice, quiet place to sit and read my book.
There isn't a quiet place as of right now.
Well, okay, quiet. Well, all right, a place with a bench or something. She said a hammock. What are the chances of finding a hammock up here?
On deck, none unless you brought one.
Well, oh yeah, the hammock was in her room. I wonder why she said that. All right, never mind. I'm just gonna sit on the deck, leaning against something.
Okay.
Maybe
So
against
you might make your way up onto the actual forecastle itself and try and stay out of the way. You do set up on the port side of the forecastle near the bow.
Sounds good, and I'm gonna make a note to ask one of these guys next time I see him why we got that new metal door. But right now, it doesn't really bother me.
Okay. Avram, you are currently kind of scurrying around with the quartermaster Solarin. Just double checking everything, counting inventory at the moment. As he's doing this, he's starting to point out what he's doing to you. You see him writing through a ledger. In fact, on the spine of the ledger, you actually see the Arianas on the spine of the ledger. Arrakis, what are you doing?
Well, since we're ready to get going, I will make my way over to Bumag and just say, hey, while we're at sea, I'd like to fly around, see what I can learn. and tell everybody. I'll try and announce. Let's get going.
Okay. So you all, everybody on the boat, you hear Arrakis start calling to make preparations to make way. With that, you can see you see a Clodo come back topside. Finally, we're getting underway. Can I shoot something?
Not yet. Not yet.
Aw, I don't want to. I really don't.
He's like a hyperactive 5-year-old with a destructive streak.
If you say so.
And no sense of boundaries. Just go back to somewhere quiet.
Okay. So with that, I'm not going to go through the whole role play of actually making way on a ship because there's only one person here that would probably know how to legitimately do that outside of me and Drew in chat.
Hey, wait a minute. I know how to do this shit.
You're the one I was including.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
You're the one I was including. By the way, on a side note, I do have a random question. Are cannons technically legal to have on a vessel?
Now or then?
Now.
Is there cannons?
Yeah. Technically, dude, it's technically just a hollow metal shell. As long as, I'm sure it violates like half a dozen ordnance rules. I'm gonna go with no for your safety.
Come on, I have some ideas.
Yeah, it's high
Anyways.
explosive. I'm gonna go with no.
No, cannons are just gunpowder. Not actually considered to be a high yield explosive.
Again, I'm gonna go with no.
Sorry, everybody. Yeah, you all are able to make way. It takes about a half hour to make way, and another really about 20 minutes to get out of the harbor. It's not a super fast process, especially nothing like modern environments. So you are all now just getting out into the open waters, and Ice, as you're following Kali around, make a...
Cat falling. Yeah, go figure.
You picked it. You see her looking at the sun, looking at the waves, looking at how the winds are billowing in the sails. But she has yet to say anything to you.
I'll ask, so what are you checking out?
What are you checking out?
Okay. Can I do a history check to see if I
Yes,
understand
absolutely.
what's going
You
on?
can do a history check.
9.
You don't know. You've heard of Kenku, but you have no idea what's going on. You know they are a bird-like race, very reminiscent of a raven's head or a crow's head in some cases. They are intelligent. They do have the intelligence of other sentient life forms and what you would consider to be other beings, not animals. They can do pretty much anything a human can do, but that's about all you know about it.
I'll ask back. You messing with me?
Messing with me?
This sounds exactly like my character's voice
Yes.
back.
Yes.
I'll say back at Celestial. I can talk. Can you fly?
I gotta look something up now. I hate you. So as we're doing that, who is keeping watch? As I'm figuring this part out.
I'll keep watch.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check.
17.
Okay. Currently it appears to be pretty not bad, but not you don't see anything that really gathers your interest. You do see some cliff faces as you're making your way up the eastern coast of Peorm. You do see some fairly significant cliff faces off into the northern distances, but that's really about all you can see. In respond, in response to you, Ice, you hear again, messing with me?
So it didn't repeat what I said in Celestial.
No. Well, make an insight check.
$16.
It appears to be a mimic. It's mimicking your language.
Okay.
I should say
Okay,
it's
so-
mimicking your vocal language.
Gotcha. Is she carrying a slate or paper or anything like that?
Make a perception check.
13?
You can tell she has a notebook, a journal, or a notebook or something like that.
I'll point to the notebook and do the hand motion like, right?
She looks at you, looks at the notebook, looks at your hand motion. Messing with me? And she opens the book and just starts writing.
Okay. Okay, so at least I can figure that. I'm just gonna about to get some text message. There's he's picking a giant phrase to pretty much tell me go pound sand.
Okay.
Okay.
This first day continues fairly well. It's gotten to about just after midday so far. Who all is up on deck at this point? And I'm going to assume, unless you tell me you're doing something otherwise, you are studying and training under the observation of whoever it is. You don't have to assign rotating watches if you don't wish to while you're underway. Just understand that if you don't do that, I will make one of you roll with a crew stat for the evening watches and the watches that you are not, a member of your party is not actively on watch for.
All right.
I mean, I'll be up on deck.
Okay, so you're up on deck. Yeah, I'm assuming you're working with Umag at this point as he's teaching you more of the ins and outs of the different types of ropes and different types of materials that are needed, and different purposes, different things the bosun takes care of on board his ship. He does look at you. It is rather peculiar for a captain to learn how to bosun.
I really just want to learn all about my ship.
That's an admiral trait. Here, let me teach you how to make a bowline.
Thank you.
And that continues for most of the day.
On my downtime, I'll practice some knots.
Oh yeah, that's like a backfire.
Okay. Evram, what are you up to? Just following Sal around along as a quartermaster? Okay. So, Evram. Cough. Yep. Tell me, why do you wish to be a quartermaster? What's your gain in becoming one?
Well, I'm not the captain, not the chef, I'm not the most strength worthy person on this ship, and figured my intelligence and my keen sense of observation would be very good for this position.
Very well. Make a perception check.
Perception check. That's actually yes. 16.
Okay. Okay. There's many things that I can teach you as a quartermaster. One of the biggest things that you can honestly learn is not so much on the daily shipboard activities while underway. It's much more on types of acquaintances you are able to make to ensure your contacts and ensure your livelihood is greater than yours.
Understood.
And you see him touch that. Okay, so are you continuing with that, Avram, or?
Have any wisdom outside of your general knowledge area that you could help me out with?
I have many wisdoms on many different topics. My specialties lie within adventuring and looking for antiquities that others may misunderstand or misvalue.
Yeah, we follow the same then. That's sort of my reason for being here.
You, what is your surname? You have yet to inform me.
Her name is Beetlebrooks.
Edelbrock. Would you happen to be related to a Edelbrocks that's frequented Oastfield by any chance?
Potentially.
I'm sorry?
Potentially.
And potentially I have more to offer you than you may realize. Arrakis, go ahead and make a perception check. Ice, you can also do this.
Okay.
Just a 10.
10?
17.
17, okay. So Arrakis, you're still pretty focused on what Umang's showing you, and as Ice as you and Kali start looking out, ensuring the ship is still being steered and navigated in the proper directions. You see something in the distance.
Oh crap! It's a plane.
And it is in the air. And it is rather large and coming off of a cliff.
How far out?
Given the range, I would say 4 miles, 5 miles.
Yeah, that's not that. That's not exactly far by ship standards.
We have
Double clip. Was it?
You do have to remember that this is a sailing vessel, and your cannons are only accurate out to about 600 feet or 300 feet without disadvantage.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. But again, metagame knowledge, like, oh yeah, 6 miles in the water. That's not a whole lot of distance. I'll double clip the net.
Okay.
You guys might want to take a look at this, and then I'll ask her. Have you seen something like this before?
Danger?
Shit. We have a problem.
Alright, I'll head over there. What's going on?
I'll point at the direction of whatever the hell this thing is and be like, yeah. And I'll just repeat what she said. Danger.
Okay. Is it getting closer? Is it flying towards us?
Make a perception check.
Nine.
At the distance it is very hard to tell. You can see it. You can see some what would appear to be wings flapping, but you're not sure where it's going at all.
Alright, everyone get to a battle station. I don't know what it's called. And then
I think that's how you're looking for.
Yeah, so terminology here, that would be more of general quarters.
okay. So everyone to general quarters, and now Sandering, hey, everyone else come to the deck. We got a problem.
Okay. So as you announce to go to general quarters, you do see a bell getting rung. Ding, 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 ding. And you start seeing ship members scatter across the ship. And as soon as you start ringing the bell, you see that forecastle door open. The one that Flintock is currently reading above, and you see the Clodo stick her head out. Do I get to blow something up?
You might.
Just point me in the direction.
I'm just pointing up.
You have anything for that?
For a bird? I mean, I get it with a cannon, but I kind of probably be a little overkill.
Okay. If it's just a bird, we're fine. It looks maybe a little bit bigger than that.
I have no idea what it is. It's just a shape in the distance.
All right, just get ready. Okay.
Hi, Captain. You see her run in the door. You hear a bunch of sounds happen. You start seeing her shouting commands through a tube that extends out of her room, like a medieval version of an intercom system.
I'm just gonna look back over and be like, who?
I'm standing up there looking at all the guys and shrugging my shoulders like, what the F?
You're starting to see ship's crew running into the starboard forecastle. They're coming out. They have bags of powder. They have cannonballs. They're stacking them next to the 4 main cannons. You see one per each cannon start shoving some powder down, taking a ramrod, starting to drive it in. They throw a ball in, slam it down, pack it down. You see a pin come out, stab through the top of it, and a fuse gets stuck into it. That takes about a minute to 2 minutes to do. They're not rushing right now. They're preparing, so they're not in a massive hurry. So they are taking their time to make sure it's done right. Okay, Avram, what are you doing? And you heard the message. You've heard the bell, which is a call to general quarters.
So I think we know what we're saying here, and I think I probably should go up and figure out what's going on, but I would like to continue not just our training, but our side conversation here very shortly.
Of course. One must always be prepared. I'll make my way topside as well.
Sounds good, let's go.
Alright. So you see, everyone that's currently topside, you see Avram and Sauron make their way up, climb up the ladder well, and enter out the ladder well access into the main deck. They appear to be getting ready, much more than anything else. And check something.
While we're getting ready, I will bring out my my Death Knight. I'll make it a spear form.
Okay.
And I will pop. Let's do Aura of the Damned.
Sure. And Avram, you notice this. You see a Sauron pull out what looks like smithing hammer set, and you see quite literally in front of your eyes a cannon form. And this appears to be handheld, like you can pick it up. It's a tiny cannon. You also see him pull a kind of extend his wrist a little bit out of his arm. You see what appears to be a wand pop out, although you can tell he's getting ready. Also, kind of the same time, or just after that, you see him chant some words, and now he is covered in half plate.
Oh, I definitely have a lot to learn from you, sir.
He's a battle mage.
Okay. Flintock, what are you doing?
I am going to run down to the galley and secure my book,
Okay.
and come back up topside.
Okay. Doing anything else?
Not at the moment.
All right.
I'm just watching what's going on.
And Ice?
Obviously, I'm gonna see this stuff, and then I guess I'll turn to my trainer and be like, "Unless you fight, find a place to hide."
You see her. Find a place to hide. Takes off down below decks. Okay. I want... Ice and Arrakis. You can both make a perception check, or one of you can make it with advantage, since you are the two that's... Well, technically, Ice is the one that spotted it.
I mean, you can go, you can go if you want. I'm not that great at perception.
Okay. First one, 8. Second one, second one's better. 24.
24. You can see wings beating slowly as this figure is approaching you. It is getting closer. It's now about 2 miles out.
I'll turn to Bumag and say, do we need to drop the sails if we're fighting this thing to protect them?
And you said you got a 24, right?
Yes.
You can tell it is not a bird.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? Can I ID anything at 2 miles out if it's this big?
You know whatever it is big. That's why you know it's not a bird.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep calling out heading and bearing as long as it's inbound until I can ID whatever the hell this thing is.
Okay.
Ice, is it going to catch us?
Oh yeah. That thing gets close distance quick.
So you all are sailing north currently. Well, I'd say probably more northeast. Northeast, really. This thing is coming from what appeared to have been land and is coming in a southeastern direction. So it's effectively on an intercept course.
Okay. Bumag, do we need to protect the sails?
Not even sure what that is, or if it's worth fighting or fleeing at the moment.
Well, I think we're past fleeing at this point if it's catching up that fast.
If we drop the sails, we have no mobility.
I know.
I think
If
I'll
we
yell.
move the sails, we're dead in the water.
At this point, you hear you can. Everybody make a perception check.
Perception.
10.
9.
No.
Yeah, digital dice are cursed.
17.
17.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I got +5 on my perception.
You hear a fairly large sound start to emanate. See if I can find it.
Emanate what?
You hear a sound, but I'm gonna see if I can find what I'm looking for. Like a horrible. So, it's still making its way towards you. It's now probably about, we'll say about a mile out at this point.
Quote, how close does that thing have to be for you to hit it? I'll yell down.
Okay. Who are you yelling that to?
Clodo.
Okay. With the cannons, 200 feet. Reliably. 600 to stretch the range.
All right. When it hits 800 feet, throw a warning shot at it.
Okay.
Anyone have anything else they need to do before we possibly have to fight whatever is flying in at us? Like their armor.
You know what this is? We might want to start praying. I'm just saying.
Oh boy.
Somebody start praying. Something about bitch.
You all hear it at this point. It is, at this point, about a half a mile out.
How big is this thing?
Based on that, you'd say large.
Can we ID anything on this? Like color?
Make a perception check. Yeah, you're
15.
doing 15. It appears to be, it could be gold or bronze or copper. It's still half a mile away.
That's weird. Okay, I'm not trying to metagame. All right. In general, though, that's not cool.
So, are you all doing anything else? So you have now given Clodagh the order to fire a warning shot when in range. And you hear her, "Will do." What is it?
I'll yell, "It's a dragon of some type."
I don't recommend firing a warning shot at a dragon. At all. Like, ever.
Now, should we actually fire a warning shot at a dragon? Is this actually the smart idea?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. We're outclassed, and if this thing wants us, we're pretty much toast. So,
All right, then hold on, and we'll just. Great.
And you see it just keep. It's about 1,000 yards out. I'm sorry, not that. Yeah, now it's about 1,000 yards out.
so it's within a nautical mile. Can we ID anything else on this thing?
It's definitely bronze or copper. You're not sure because of the way the sun's hitting it at this point. You're still 1,000 yards.
You're right, but can I do a history check on something like that?
Go for it.
Like,
Make a history check.
Oh, I know, like 6. I know it's a dragon. That's about it.
Yep, that's all you know.
I missed that class.
– 600 yards.
I'll look at Look at that, like, do we really want to piss this thing off? I mean, it's
No, he said hold off. Yeah. Hold off.
Well, holding off, Captain. You shout commands to the rest of the crew on deck. They are all terrified at the moment.
yeah, that's okay. Why is it pissed?
Does it look like it's coming in for an attack, or does it just look like it's flying?
It's coming towards you.
What do we know about dragons? Does anybody know anything?
I gave it a shot. I'm out.
You're at 400 yards. It's at 400 yards.
Anybody else want to do a check? I know it's.
But at this point, does it look like it's flying at a? Does it look like it's just flying straight, or does it actually look like it's coming in a descent?
It's coming towards the ship.
It's coming in hot. I'm gonna find something to brace myself against in case this thing, tries to GTA us.
Yeah, it's coming in hot.
Can we throw a fish up? Maybe I'll just go for the fish. Here, boy.
You
Here,
can
boy.
try.
No, I'm not gonna try and piss it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna whisper. You realize those are intelligent, right?
Yes. Okay.
You hear in a booming voice.
Run that by me again?
What brings you out here?
Oh, okay.
And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Sounds good.
Be back in 10 minutes, everybody.
Great, we get one border guard.
Parlay.
You've been cooking.
I'm joking.
All right.
It'd be a hell of an adventure if I'm a dolphin and you guys are dead.
How about one of the fish that it doesn't have to be alive for you to see it? Like,
I think so, yeah. I never looked into that.
all right.
I'll look into that.
Well, let's see how it moves.
Alrighty. So, as we left off, our adventurers on their first day of sail. At this point, probably mid-afternoon, early evening. They've made it several miles out to sea, following the coastline up north, and they have come into contact with a dragon. What are you doing here?
I will walk up.
And at
and
this
say,
point, now you're just constantly hearing the
So
Is it
hovering
wing?
above the deck.
I'll say, we're in transit to Peorm.
I told you to stay away.
You told who to stay away?
I start looking around the deck and see who looks sus. I'm looking for who looks sus. How about that?
Because I'm captain of the ship and no one told me to stay away.
He is currently about 50 feet above your ship, and he is slowly descending. And appears like it's going to land on the forecastle.
Okay.
You might recognize the ship.
You just going to sink the ship by landing on it?
I'm just gonna do one of those like, where's the drow? Where's the spider bot?
It's in her cabin, as far as you're aware.
Right.
Where is she?
In her cabin as well.
Right. Has it landed?
Are you doing anything?
I'm gonna head towards her door. It's kind of like one of those things you're just watching it, being like,
I'll still be standing there.
Same here.
It's slowly getting lower and lower to the deck.
I walk next to Arrakis.
Can we see what kind of dragon it is now?
It is a brass dragon.
Please, God, let my ancestors be happy with me.
Do I make it to her door?
Yeah, you made it to her door.
I'll thump on it and see if she opens up the little like slot plate.
And as you're starting to thump on it, you hear
It's okay, so it connected.
oh, he's on the forecastle now.
Are we still, not sinking?
It has definitely tilted forward.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
We're now riding front heavy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, large dragon. You're looking at a couple thousand pounds, probably.
Yeah, that's not gonna throw off weight balance at all.
Man. I'm Arrakis Valeth, captain of the ship. You mentioned that you told someone not to come through here. No one told me. How can we help you?
And as you see him, you see his head just slowly lean forward, and look at you.
Me or Arrakis?
Right now, he's looking at Arrakis because he's the one talking to him.
Cool. I'm still knocking on the door like, anytime today. So I'm staring up at this thing.
You are not who I. How did you come across this vessel?
What?
We were given it after filling some slavers. The original owners are now deceased. Is that who you were warning?
Make a persuasion check. And as he's doing that, I see a. What was that?
It's a dragon. It's bronze, right?
Yes.
Brass.
I'll just mention it's a bronze dragon.
No, brass. I'm sorry.
Brass.
I'll tell her it's a brass. Don't do anything stupid. It's right there.
No, I lied. It is actually a bronze dragon. I said that
Okay.
wrong. Yeah. I was like, that's not right. Yeah, bronze.
Okay. Yeah, I'll mention what it is, type and where it kind of like point in general direction of where it is above her, and be like, "Don't do anything yet."
I rolled a 14 on the persuasion.
Um, if, how did you kill them and take their ship? How does that make you any better than them?
Well, we were trying to disband their slaving business.
Sir, if I may, we were asked by the mayor of the town to help rid the evil that was there. The captain and crew of this ship were nothing but evil, enslaving people, bringing them to trade, and unspeakable horrors that were put upon the people of the town. We were, as part of our reward, we were given this ship to continue our journey and our adventure through this land, and to form our new business in which we seek out, treasure and rare artifacts.
Bless you.
Thank you.
We are attempting to, some balance back into the world.
And how will you acquire said artifacts?
We'll follow the leads that come to us. We'll seek out unknown. Where there are wrongs to be taken care of, we will look to put an end to those.
We're going to boldly go.
No adventurer has gone before.
So, you do not seek the death of others. You do not seek the imprisonment of others. Why should
do
I
not
believe
seek-
you?
In fact, we seek quite the opposite.
Again, why should I believe you?
You have no reason to believe us or believe us or not believe us. We are at your mercy. We are literally here to tell you what it is we wish to do, how we wish to live. what we will do to do so. But at the end of the day, sir, you're at your mercy. Do you feel that our death is our fate? And so be it. I assure you that through what we have done so far, as a team, as friends and comrades, have only sought to do good, to right the wrongs that have been out there.
Make a persuasion check.
I guess persuasion check of mine.
Didn't hear you. Nope.
Hello?
Yeah,
Hear me?
yeah.
Yep.
9.
9?
9. I rolled a wonderful 9. I rolled a 4 actually, but
Oh.
Okay. And how will you go about this? How convince me you are worth?
Huh? I'm in danger close zone, so I'm just trying to like not make sudden movements.
Ask him if he's heard about the academy. Maybe he knows some of our headmasters, or our headmaster, or some of our professors. Or
Which
heard of
academy are you from?
the Adventurers Academy.
Which
And you-
academy? There are several adventurers academies.
the one in it's the of it.
We have
The map.
we have a high elf headmaster. We can talk to him on these magical ICQ rings. Would you like to say hello?
We have no interest with the trivial dealings of the academies.
I'm gonna interrupt that and be like, did you just say we?
Like the royal we?
And as you say that, you see a head just kind of lean. You see this head just slowly extend over the forecastle, and you see an eye just look down upon you.
Oh boy.
Yes, we dragons. We have no interest in the day-to-day dealings of academies nor the nations. Most of us aren't even able to get along with each other.
We realize that you just asked for proof, and we were trying to come up with any proof we could.
Nolan, I'm gonna play that move. I'm gonna pull my gear back and show my clan's ID tag, and then just put it back.
Did he just try to charm a dragon?
No, but I'm seeing how this plays out.
Make a... Are you trying to show it to just the dragon?
I mean, his head's right there. I mean, it's not going to take much for me to do. I mean, I'm
Make
going to
a
do this.
stealth check.
22.
Okay. I know of your order. I know what you stand for. What is it you seek, young Tabaxi?
See, something my clan leader sent me searching for. Lost knowledge that's possibly dangerous.
Is there anybody in our group without a hidden agenda?
That
Your
is
hidden
the
agenda
way
making-
of
making
you.
bad food.
What was that, Nolan?
That is the way of of civilization. Many have hidden agendas. As to the knowledge you seek, some knowledge is not meant to be rediscovered.
And I just smile. Curious? Don't want the wrong people to find it, maybe? I don't know.
Yes, Tabaxis are notoriously curious. And you, Dragonborn. What is your purpose?
Right now, my purpose is to command the ship. My greater purpose is to help bring balance.
Balance to what?
Balance to life, to death.
I see. And you, dwarf?
Can I roll a perception or past check to see if there's anything I know about brass dragons that
Make
might
a
help us?
history check. Make a history check with advantage, actually.
Okay. $16.
You are familiar with bronze dragons.
Bronze dragon, sorry.
You've heard stories of bronze dragons and that they are fiercely loyal or a devastating enemy. And you do know that they are against tyranny of any form, and they will side with whichever group is opposing the tyranny and actively assist. Why they do that,
Then
you
I
don't
guess-
know.
I guess I'll use that in my answer. I'll tell them that I'm a happy-go-lucky adventurer trying to seek out injustice and right it whenever I can with my friends here, and we've done a pretty good job so far. And we cannot give you any proof other than to look into our hearts and believe us. And are you hungry? I got apples.
I'll just really turn slowly towards the dwarf as his head's over me and be like, "You're really gonna ask that?"
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right, I better let me check my character sheet here. See
Jesus.
what I got for persuasion. LMNOP
Wait, I got it.
plus one. Plus one.
Roll
Plus
40.
one with advantage. First one is an 11. Ooh, the second one's a 17, so that's 18.
And what are you offering for me to feast upon?
Do I have any clue what brass dragons like to eat?
You know they are
Whatever the
amphibious.
fuck they want.
You don't know what they like, what they prefer to eat, but you do know that they are amphibious. That's why they're found on the coasts.
Okay. Whatever you would like. We got fresh apples, and we've just loaded on a bunch of fresh seafood.
Oh, the fresh seafood is for. Hold on, the fresh seafood is for sale at Peorm. So we need that.
Already spoken for.
We're about to negotiate at gunpoint. Awesome.
I did
Hey, I'm
smell
just
the
trying
fish.
to get us not burnt here.
And it has been a while since
These guys got.
a feast was so easily brought to me.
What was so easily brought? Sorry.
Lunch,
A
apparently.
ton of fish.
Feast? I'm sorry, what was the fish for? Were we supposed to use that for something?
To make money.
We missed that meeting.
We
Already
need.
sold the fish.
Oh,
They keep transferring it.
And just how much fish are you transporting?
Okay, who put the fish on board? Was that Lucky?
We're transporting 15 tons of fish.
Tons.
Let's see.
In 10 tons, not 15 tons, 10 tons.
Make a deception check.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my god.
Making a deception check.
You
Because
are.
we're- Our max loadout's out of character. Max loadout's 18. Max capacity for fish transport's 15 because 3 tons of it are ice to keep the stuff fresh.
we're at 15
Hold on.
tons, correct?
Hold on, wait. I thought we discussed it was 10 tons because we needed the 5 tons for the ice. I guess I missed the.
Yeah, the exact loadout.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
Okay, so no, I wouldn't have said that if I. No, hold on. I seriously remember the conversation that we only had 10 tons.
No, we were talking about how much.
Actually, not trying to deceive him.
Yeah, no, it's you have 15 tons with 3 tons of ice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, never mind. I'm
10
not.
copper per pound.
Say where.
Sorry.
And
All the
you're
calculations are
selling
10
this
tons.
in per.
What?
You said you're taking this fish to Perm to sell.
Yes, this fish has already been sold and spoken for. The deal's
So
been
you have
struck.
been paid for it?
No, but the deal's been struck.
COD?
cod.
The agreement was made 2 days ago, I think 2 days ago, at 10 copper per pound.
And what will you do if I attempt to take your feast?
There's not much that we can do.
That might be hard.
On it, I'll get it for you.
But you do not.
One problem at a time, fellas. We can figure the gold out later and the promise later. We got to get through this situation.
To the situation and break a deal and
You've yet to make any aggressive actions toward us.
Nope.
You've been,
Well, I don't just
welcome onto our ship.
attack for no reason.
You seem as though you're very interested in our good purpose.
Well, as I said,
So yes,
I oppose tyranny.
yes.
So would it be extortion considered tyranny?
What have I tried to extort from you?
Not a thing yet.
Just
Misty there, Captain Kirk.
He just said, what will we do? There's nothing that we could do. You could choose to eat all 15 tons if you wanted. And we would go to Peorm, break our deal, be basically penniless, and our new venture will be lost.
Well, I would never just eat your cargo without compensation.
Okay,
Well,
copper a pound then?
What would your compensation be?
Remember, we're all brothers against tyranny.
This dragon's acting kind of sus.
And to be honest, sir, and do you, I apologize, I introduced myself. Do you have a name?
My name is Zothan.
Zophin?
Zothan.
Dolphin.
So don't mess with the Zohan.
No. Oh, Zophin. Well, you actually could eat our fish, provide us compensation. I actually would feel bad because they are spoken for. But that power's with you now.
As you are talking to him and saying this to him, you feel the ship suddenly rock. As a impacts the underside of the ship.
Oh, god damn it.
You got an impact?
Which side?
The ship is currently, it just started to list to the starboard side.
I'm
So
already.
go there and see what happens.
Hold on, I gotta
Yeah,
do
I'm
something
already-
first.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm already almost next to port. I mean, that'd be an easy thing for me to like lean over the rail and be like, "What the fuck was that?"
The ship's hull suffers 14 points of damage.
Shit. We just painted that.
And you see the dragon.
Left off.
The ship just listed severely.
Oh crap.
Zophin, is that you?
It's not me. The whale.
What? I forgot. I'll look over the side.
Make a perception check.
$20.
You see underneath of you a gargantuan whale.
What the fuck? I'll just yell, "Holy shit, that's a big critter."
And as you're looking down, you hear a sperm whale. It seems it has decided your cargo will become very tasty.
Oh man. Really? I'm gonna fight a goddamn whale.
The whale is about the length of your ship.
It's a big ass moving. Okay.
As long as not with you.
He is not of mine. He sinks. Well, it sinks vessels. They have done no wrong.
Yeah, I'll look at the drown and be like, okay, shoot that. And
Everybody roll initiative.
Like, let's go find something.
Is the whale circling around for another attack?
The whale just bounced off the vessel.
Yeah.
I rolled a 14.
Give me 1 second. Okay.
I'm at 15.
You have a 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
12.
12,
I'm 13.
13.
No, I can do.
Okay. And as you say, shoot that, you hear Clodagh. I don't have a shot that's under us. What do you do?
Well, who we start with?
You're up first.
Me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. There's not a whole lot I can do at this point other than... Is it underwater or is it at the surface?
It is currently about 10 feet underwater. It appears to still be moving upwards. Now, just so you all know, you are on a ship and you can take an action to load, aim, or fire a cannon.
I'm going to... Well, we hit GQ, so everything should be prepped and ready to go, right?
Everything is currently loaded. Nothing has been aimed
Alright, I'm going to...
because nobody has been told to target.
Yeah, I'm going to start yelling for the crew to, like, shoot this, and then find a cannon that I can help assist on aiming, or at least get it into a position we can shoot it.
Okay, so you grab it. You go to we'll say the starboard forward mid-deck cannon.
Yep.
And you start aiding them in aiming it, trying to get it aimed low enough. Now, I mean, you're only maybe the gunnel of your ship's maybe 5 feet above water because it's a schooner, right?
Oh my God. It's like every bad morning. All right, cool.
So you don't currently have a shot on it, but you can take your action to aim the cannon.
Yeah.
For the next round or the next person.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll hold action into shooting when we got a shot.
So are you taking your action? Are you holding a shot or are you aiming?
I'm aiming. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll get it.
Arrakis, what are you up to?
So it is 10 feet. Sorry, 10 feet below the water, directly under us.
Just on the starboard side. I'm sorry, port side. So you'd be on the port forward cannon.
Yeah, I'd be yelling shit like we need the shift. Yeah, we need an angle.
Okay. Yeah. Who's our navigator?
A navigator is for charting course.
Yeah,
you can steer. I mean, you don't have to be a navigator to do that.
Gotcha.
Dragonborn, grab the wheel. How about that? Grab the helm and turn us.
All right, I'll try and get you a shot.
Okay. So you're starting to maneuver the vessel into a more opportune position. Yeah. Okay. Up next is Avram.
Okay, so I had a 12.
Yeah, a 12?
12.
Okay. Then Flintock, you are up.
I thought Flintock had a 13.
He does, yeah. Flintock.
Okay. All right, I am going to start running for the rail of the ship. I'm going to yell, delay that order, and I'm going to jump off the ship and turn into a sperm whale.
You can't.
It's too big.
I just saw one.
You can't. It's too high of a challenge rating.
You don't got enough mass.
Ah,
It's a challenge. It's too high of a challenge rating for you to wild shape into.
then I'm going to slide and stop just before the edge.
Okay.
And I'm going to go, what are we going to do? Somebody shoot this thing. I got nothing. I got nothing, fellas. Sorry. I tried.
Grab a cannon.
Okay. So are you getting on the cannon?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I'm going to get on a cannon and try not to shoot the deck.
Okay. So you're taking an action to start to aim the cannon towards the sperm whale as well?
Sure am.
All right. Flintock.
It's me.
I'm sorry, Avram.
Is there another cannon I can take control of here?
Not on the port side.
Well, then that doesn't help out much of anything. Is our Zothan, the wonderful bronze dragon, still hovering there?
He has lifted off the deck, yes.
Any chance you can help us?
Tell them we got him a really big fish for free.
Well, I would not want to get in your way. But if you are in true need of aid, I will render assistance for a price.
What's the price?
That's all you're able to do this turn. You're not. It's 6 seconds. You don't have full.
Yeah.
It is now the sperm
Talk
whale's turn, and it is going to continue to surface. It breaches, and as it's doing so, it is turning to the right to get away from the ship a little bit. Because it looks like it's bringing in another gusty of all the air it exhales. It starts to draw in another breath, and it's now about 50 feet away from the port side.
I thought whales don't attack ships until the year 2020.
And with that, it is the dragon's turn. You hear him. He flies to about 60 feet in the air. And he just hovers there because he used his action to speak to you. So at that point, it is now the ship's turn. You are still moving at full sail. So you do move another. Get to it. You do move another 30 feet forward. So now that's going to be about 70 feet total distance away from the sperm whale, well within the range of your cannons. Your cannons actually have a 600-foot range, so 300 yards. So that's the ship's action. It is now Ice's action.
We got a shot.
Did you turn? Energy.
Oh, Rackus.
Did you turn? Or did
No,
you?
I mean,
You just continued straight?
yeah, I mean, I was trying to get, like, if it was going off, which way is it going?
It's heading to your port at the moment.
So it's heading to the port, so, and I was going straight.
You'd have been going full ahead, yes.
Yeah, I would have turned to the port to try and get us a straight shot, a clear shot.
Okay. So you'd have been able to start your turn. Either way, you're still within range. Because it takes 2 turns to actually make a 90-degree with the ship. Okay. Ice, you are up.
Alright, do we got an angle?
You believe you do.
So we're shooting then. Fuck this thing.
Okay. So you go ahead and fire. So because I haven't given you all the stat blocks for this, go ahead and roll.
Friggin' sperm whale.
Roll a d20, add your... Because you're not proficient in cannons. So you don't get proficiency. Add your... Add your strength.
Okay. So D20 plus my strength mod. 17?
17? Okay.
Uh-huh.
You hear a... as you see that cannon roll back and stretch against the ropes, binding it to the deck gunnel. What they're supposed to do, by the way. And you see that cannonball fly, and as it just impacts right in the back right section of the whale. Go ahead and roll 8d10.
8d10?
Yes.
Alright. 39.
Okay. You hear a... It is not happy that you put a cannonball onto the side of it.
Yeah, well.
All right. Arrakis, you were up.
I will continue to turn to make sure we have clear shots.
So you're trying to assume broadside with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll yell to Flintock, can you tell this thing to go away?
We might be a little late for that.
Because druids can cast Speak with Animals.
I'll give it a shot.
That's all I got.
That would be my action, right? Then
Yes, that would be your action.
Cannon.
All right. Flintock, you are up.
Your captain says.
I'm thinking we're past the point of return of talking to this thing too. I think I'm just going to fire my cannon.
Okay. Roll a d20 and add your strength modifier.
Ooh, let me look at my strength modifier first. Elemental PQR. No, it's up. Oh, I don't have one. Okay, here we go. It's a 1.
It's a 1.
A natural
Do I have
1?
advantage?
Didn't speak to animals. Couldn't just say, "Okay, go away." No, let's.
You rolled a natural 1.
A natural 1. Did I shoot the deck?
I need you to roll a percentage die.
Sure.
Percentage?
Yep.
$42.
You, as you fire the cannon, the cannonball goes wide. Apparently it was massively overpacked and you were not expecting the recoil. It has broken a portion of the gunnel and broken one of the lines that was used to help aid in its recoil. The barrel still appears to be intact. So. All right.
Am I still on deck or am I overboard?
No, you're still on deck. It didn't
You're
hurt
behind the cannon. That's the thing.
you, right? It didn't
Okay.
hurt you because it didn't fully destroy anything. But yeah. All right, Evram.
What's
You're right,
your
boss. I should have talked
Sure.
to him.
what's your price?
Well, I'll only aid if you are in true need.
We have inexperienced people trying to fire cannons at a whale. We are in need.
Well,
Make
when
a
you put it like
persuasion
that-
check. At disadvantage.
I'm sorry, you broke up. What am I
Make a
rolling?
persuasion check at disadvantage.
$17.
17?
Yeah, I rolled a 12 and a natural 20.
Okay. You are not
Wonder
in
what it's like
need
to
yet
roll
from my perspective. We're
You're a
not.
dwarf sitting on the ground
I will
here.
not let you die.
Sounds good.
Is it
It's
And at
probably
the
6
same
seconds.
time-
well attacking?
As you're saying that, you hear a come out of the port forecastle. And
She pulled-
you see a just round just impact and actually push this creature. And you hear further.
She pulled the plasma cannon out.
And it is now the sperm's whale turn. Sperm whale's turn. It is going to turn. And you see it turn, and it starts to swim straight for the boat, or for the ship. It's able to get about 10 feet currently from the hull. And
So it's
Yeah.
right there.
At full speed.
that was its full movement. It is now the ship's turn, so the ship moves another 30 feet forward at this point. And it's still arcing a little bit, turning towards port, so it's still cutting a little bit. So you get maybe, I'll say that it puts another 10 feet really between you and the whale. So that whale's at about 20 feet now. Back to you, Ice.
Reload, and can we shoot again?
You can reload it, but you would have to have another crew member fire it.
Okay, can I have the crew member reload and I shoot?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll reload then.
Okay, so you've reloaded. All right. You start packing the gunpowder in, and you're just shoving gunpowder in there. Go ahead and make an intelligence check.
Ah, shit. Hey, 14.
Okay. You think you've got the right amount of gunpowder.
I had it.
You think you have the right amount of gunpowder. You've never loaded a cannon before.
High stress situation. Just going for it.
So yeah, you've one thing I will say is your gunner has made effectively powder bags. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm not even going to ask how many I put into this thing.
You just put the one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you just put the one. That's all you know, like, right? You're like, I don't know. Shoved one in, right? But she has like fashioned preset powder amounts for the cannon.
All right, cool.
Okay, so you're able to get that in there, and the crewmates are able to help you shove the cannonball in. Right, that's why they can't fire it in this action.
Yeah.
So, Flintock, you're up. And you are about 10 feet, 5 to 10 feet away from this cannon that has now been reloaded.
I am going to try to talk to the animal. Tell him to whoa, cool his shits.
Okay. Sure. You have speak with animals?
Give it a shot.
No, do you have that?
Yes.
Okay, so you're casting speak with animals.
Correct.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, you
Yeah,
cast speak.
I've done it before. You know I have it.
I know.
Okay. All right.
So you're able to cast it, and what are you saying?
I'm saying, hang on, buddy. Let's work this out. Slow down. Don't attack.
In the whale speak.
And what everybody else hears is like, and you hear back a, and effectively it translates to hurt, suffer, pay.
Well, negotiations were short.
Can I respond?
No, that's your action.
No. Did it work?
No.
You have no idea. I mean, that's what it said. You can make an insight check. See if you can glean any information out of it.
All right. Let me. Do I got any modifiers for that?
It's wisdom.
Wisdom?
Well, insight is a skill, so I don't know if you're. No, yeah, just be a straight wisdom.
It's a wisdom.
Oh yeah, I got it in my. I got a +3. All right, here we go. 13 + 3 is 16.
You get the feeling that it's no longer interested in letting you go.
Oh. All right. I guess I'll just yell to everybody, it's really pissed. And that's the end of my turn.
Avram, you're up.
I get to the loaded cannon and fire.
Sure. Roll a strength check.
Nothing
What
yet.
happened?
Say it again.
Oh,
12. You fire the cannon, and you see the shot going forward, and then it splashes just high of the whale.
Son of a.
Kind of turn my head to our dragon friend and be like, I told you I'm useless here.
Kieran is whale. Hello.
Okay. When you see the dragon, he see him move a little bit, and he moves about 60 feet. He gets to the other side of the whale, but he doesn't take any aggressive action towards the whale yet. All right, back to you, Ice.
I guess I'll work on reload again.
Okay. Make an intelligence check.
Again? All right. 6.
Again, you think it's right, but in your panic, you're not sure how many bags you put in there. Go ahead and roll a percentile.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. $69. I can't make this shit up.
Okay. Arrakis, you're up. The ship has finished its turning. You're about 30.
What?
We'll say you're about 40 feet from the whale, but you're still kind of cutting hard to port to keep it within sight of the port cannons.
All right. I will yell to the carpenter, get downstairs and fix anything that's broken.
Aye, Captain.
And then I will. How far can I get? Like, I'll go about 5 feet from the edge on that side, and hold a throw of my spear for when it gets in range, which is 20 feet.
Okay. So you leave the helm of the steering wheel with nobody holding on to it. You get to about 5 feet away and ready your spear. Flintock, you're up.
And we start casting again.
What?
I'm gonna cast Animal Speak again.
You don't have to. It has a
still got it.
10-minute
Oh, okay.
duration.
All right. I'm gonna tell him, look, buddy, you halt it right now. We got a brash dragon on our side, and he'll destroy you. Swim away while you can.
You hear the words pain, suffer, and pay again.
Well, this guy's got a one-track mind, man.
We don't know any of that, right?
No, all
only
you
the
all are
doctor-
hearing is
Okay.
Well, real quick, stop or die. Die, the pain will go away. We'll take care of that.
Okay.
Real quick.
Evram, you're up.
I noticed the helm.
Reloaded.
Make a perception check.
Yeah. What's that?
Make a perception check.
Know what I'm. Roll an 8.
Nope. You don't see anything going on in the helm because you are very focused on this whale.
Okay.
And the freshly loaded cannon in front of you.
Oh, well, then I'm going to fire again.
Okay? Roll a strength check. Couldn't hear you.
No, hold on. There we go. 6.
You fire the
meant to say
cannon one more
16.
time, and you see that cannonball go wide.
Switch.
And now you see the sperm whale charge into the ship. It's within 20 feet, so go ahead and make your attack.
17 to hit.
Arrakis, make your attack.
17 to hit.
17. You throw your spear, and it does lodge into the whale. Go ahead and roll damage.
Good. 8.
8. Okay. And while you do that, you feel a sudden in the side of the ship. And then you feel a second. Oh, wait. No, I lied. Yeah, no. I gotta roll that now. Just got the modifier. $25 points of damage are suffered to the hull on the whale impacting it.
Yeah, 39 damage. Okay. Fucking whole stat.
You have 180.
Okay. Thank you.
And then as the whale travels under the boat, the hull suffers an additional 38 points of damage as the tail slams into the keel of the hull as it traverses under the boat. At which point you now see the dragon start to fly over towards the other side of the boat, of the ship. It is now the ship's turn. How much you've suffered?
We're at 103.
103. Okay. You're down to 25 feet of movement per turn.
Awesome.
You have suffered some keel damage.
Why? It didn't slow the whale down. Why should it slow it?
Because that's how I'm making it work.
So it's on the starboard side now, correct?
Yes, it is just is gotten to the about 20 feet out on the starboard side. So Ice, your turn.
It's on the opposite side now?
Yep, it's on the starboard side.
I'm going to pull the whole... Yeah, and then immediately zigzag zooms, skidding to the other side to one of the armed cannons and be like, fuck this thing.
Okay.
And
Make a strength check.
shoot. 14.
That hits.
Alright, and I'll roll it. You said it's 8d10, right?
Yes.
$42 points.
Okay. And it appears to be very hurt as you fired that. It looks like you impacted kind of right in the sweet spot by its tail, or just up of its tail. Arrakis, what are you doing?
I will head back over to the helm. Probably turn back the other way so we can get.
Okay, so
Good
you
shot.
start spinning for a full starboard rudder. All right,
Yep.
got it. Flintock.
And Oh, just as real quick, as a bonus action, I'm going to call my spear back.
Okay.
Just so it's not stuck in.
Yep. Flintock.
Is there any cannon loaded or anything? Fire?
Yes, there's a cannon loaded. There's one more cannon loaded. Actually, two more
All right.
cannons loaded.
I'm gonna fire it.
Okay, so you run over to the starboard cannon, the second starboard cannon, and go ahead and make a strength check.
$14 plus I think I have a modifier. 14. Nope, I don't. So it's straight up 14.
You fire and you see that cannon just impact right, kind of again on the right flank of this whale. Roll damage, 8d10.
8 D10s?
Correct.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Here
Yeah,
we
the
go.
cannons are no joke.
5.
By the way, someone needs to keep track of how many cannonballs you fired.
Okay. So,
Or 6. Let me check my math.
28.
All right. The whale is looking pretty rough at this point. Avram, you're up. There is one cannon left that you would be within range to fire.
Go ahead and do it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So
You
you
do
run
for a
into
good
the
roll.
starboard forecastle room.
17.
What?
Yeah.
17.
Okay.
Attaboy.
And you are able to, you don't actually light it off this time. You tell the crew to do it. And the round flies true and strikes into the left flank of the whale. Rolled 8d10 for damage.
$31, I think.
31.
31? Okay. It's looking really rough. And at this point, you see it start to swim further out. It's trying to distance itself from you. It's starting to go down as well, so now it's about 20 feet down. And it is now the dragon's turn. And what you all see is this dragon just dive straight into the water.
When it's about dead, he comes in.
Of course.
What, you know, of course.
Kid.
And as he dives in, he gets in range of this whale, and he latches down with his teeth.
Our meat is much tastier than old ice on ice fish meat. Let me just say that.
That does 16 points of damage to the whale initially. And then he also takes his tail. That hits. And as he has bit down on the top of this whale's head, you see him just lash his tail over to where that cannonball impacted the tail and sever the tail the rest of the way. And you see he's starting to swim back up towards the surface. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Of course, we do all the heavy lifting. Really, we just got
Yeah.
I consider that to be paid in full.
Yeah,